Clear? So in basic nature of amines, still some 2-3 concepts are left over. Then we are going to do that 2-3 concepts now. Okay, so what are the 2-3 concepts? Now we are going to discuss about the some 2-3 compounds here, their basic nature also. Okay, so in them the first one is pyridine. Clear? So what is this pyridine? What is its structure? And how to know whether it is basic? All these things we are going to see now. First of all, what is the structure of the pyridine? Okay, so this is the structure of the pyridine. Nitrogen contains a lone pair. Clear? Now, regarding pyridine, some 2-3 points I want to discuss here. Okay, so what are the 2 important points? First of all, pyridine is aromatic. Okay, because 3 pi bonds are there in the ring, so it is aromatic. Is it clear, everyone? Then lone pair on nitrogen is there, na? It do not participate in resonance. Why? Why? Because lone pair lies in pure sp2 hybrid orbital. So that also I want to mention here. Lone pair on nitrogen lies in sp2 hybrid orbital. Clear, everyone? Lone pair on nitrogen lies in sp2 hybrid orbital. Clear? So that lone pair do not participate in resonance. Therefore, nitrogen can donate this lone pair to any other one. That is the reason why electron pair donor. So electron pair donor is a base. Electron pair donor is a base. So these are the some 2-3 important points I want to discuss. Okay. Now in pyridine, one important thing that I want to tell you. Okay. Now here you see now, everyone know this is the pyridine followed, and here nitrogen carry one lone pair. Now here let me take the H plus, that is the proton. So since nitrogen can donate its lone pair, it is donating lone pair to the proton. So this is called as what? Tell me. This is called as the protonation. This is called as the protonation. Followed, everyone? So this is called as the protonation. Now here what happened? Nitrogen gets the positive charge because it lost its electron pair. Followed, but remember everyone, still it is aromatic. Still it is aromatic. Hope you are able to understand. Okay, so here I want to write one important statement here. So what is that one? Even after protonation, even after protonation, aromaticity is retained. Aromaticity is retained. Even after protonation, aromaticity is retained. Followed everyone? This is about the pyridine. Then we will go to still some other compounds also. Okay. This question once we got in the previous NEET. Which of the following, in which of the following aromaticity is retained even after protonation? So among the given options, one option was pyridine, and that is the answer. Clear? Now, let me talk about the one more compound that is called as the pyrrole. Pyrrole, pyrrole. Clear? So, what is the pyrrole structure? See, this is the pyrrole. Followed. Now, regarding pyrrole also some 1-2 important points we are going to see. Okay. So, first of all, it is aromatic hydrocarbon. Clear? Because the lone pair on nitrogen will also involve in the resonance. So it also form a pi bond. When 3 pi bonds are there, it should be aromatic. So just now I told you now, lone pair on nitrogen. Lone pair on nitrogen lies in pure p orbital. Lone pair on nitrogen lies in pure p orbital. Clear? Therefore, it also undergo resonance. Now let us see what happens after protonation then. Okay, so we will protonate it. Then we will see what is the thing happening here. So this is the lone pair on nitrogen. So here H plus is there. Let us see what happens if protonation is done. So nitrogen donates lone pair to the proton, which is called as the protonation. Clear everyone? So now here once you see nitrogen already have one hydrogen. Now one more hydrogen came here with a positive charge. Why? Because nitrogen lost electron pair. Clear? So first of all, previously it was aromatic. Clear? And now it is non-aromatic. And remember, this nitrogen is sp3 hybridized. So non-planar, therefore it is non-aromatic. Non-planar, and hence it is non-aromatic. Clear? That means this reaction is moving from aromatic to non-aromatic. Clear? And you know well that aromatic is more stable and non-aromatic is less stable. Non-aromatic is less stable. So generally, I think you know a reaction will move from less stable state to more stable state. But here from more stable to less stable, so this reaction cannot move in the forward direction. Clear? That means this protonation do not happen here. That protonation do not happen. Clear? Now tell me, in pyridine and pyrrole, okay, which can donate lone pair easily to proton means pyridine. So pyridine is a stronger base when compared to pyrrole. Clear? Pyridine is a stronger base when compared to pyrrole. This is one important conclusion, remember everyone. Copy it quickly. Completed? Right. Let us take one question here now. Okay. First compound is pyridine. Second one, aniline. Okay. Third one, pyrrole. Arrange them in decreasing order of basic strength. Arrange them in decreasing order of basic strength. Please do this question, everyone. I hope you are solving. Try to solve completely. Okay, so let me explain now solution for this question. Okay, so this is first one, this is second one, and this is the third one. Are you followed, everyone? So now, what is the first one here? Let us see now. Okay, so first one is pyridine. Here in pyridine, lone pair lies in which orbital? Lone pair lies in sp2 orbital. Lone pair lies in sp2 orbital. Clear, everyone? Now, second one is what? Aniline. Okay, in aniline, lone pair lies in sp2 hybrid orbital. So it will participate in the resonance. In aniline, the lone pair on nitrogen will participate in the resonance. Clear? Now, third one is what? Pyrrole. Okay, in pyrrole, lone pair is the part of aromaticity. Lone pair is the part of aromaticity. Lone pair is the part of aromaticity. So now tell me, who can donate lone pair easily out of these three? Who can donate lone pair easily out of these three? 1 greater than 2 greater than 3. This is the basic nature order. Followed, everyone? This is the basic nature order. Completed? Let me take here one more question then. Okay, so here one more question I want to take in this way. Okay, now see clearly. Okay, so here Let me take now NH2. Now let me name them as, now this nitrogen is X, okay, this nitrogen is Y, this nitrogen is Z. So arrange them in basic nature order. Arrange them in basic nature order. Here I forget to put the hydrogen. So please copy it, everyone. Come on, tell me in X, Y, Z nitrogens, basic nature order. Okay, Y is pyridine nitrogen, X is aniline nitrogen, Z is pyrrole nitrogen. Again, apply the same concept. Okay, apply the same concept, which can donate lone pair easily. Which can donate the lone pair easily. That is important to us. So, what is the answer here? Y greater than X greater than Z. Clear? Because Y is the pyridine nitrogen, X is the aniline nitrogen, Z is the pyrrole nitrogen. It is same like the previous case only again. Same explanation like previous case. Completed. So pyridine pyrrole completed now. Now next one. Next one is imidine. Next one is imidine.
అభి పండు ఆ తమ్ముని పిలువురా. ఫ్రిడ్జ్ ఏంటి వర్క్ చేయట్లేదు, కరెంట్ పోయిందా? ఇప్పుడు నెట్ రాదేమో, మళ్ళీ వస్తుందేమో, అది పని చేస్తుంది చూద్దాం.
Imidine. Okay, so what is this imidine structure? RC double bonded NH NH2. RC double bonded NH NH2. This is imidine. Clear? In imidine, two nitrogens are there. So let us name this nitrogen as X, this as Y. One nitrogen as X, one nitrogen as Y. So now I want to know which nitrogen is more basic out of the two nitrogens. Which nitrogen is more basic out of the two nitrogens? Okay. For that, I want to use one point. Yesterday I taught you one point, that only I am taking here now. Okay. So what is that one? That, see clearly, stronger bases form stable cation. Stronger bases form stable cation. Clear? So I want to depend on this concept now. Stronger bases always form stable cation. Clear? So how to know out of X and Y which will form stable cation? How to know that one? Okay. So now that we are going to see now. Okay. So RC double bonded NH NH2. Clear? Now I want to, first of all, I want to do the protonation at Y. Okay. Protonation at Y. So nitrogen carry one lone pair. It will donate lone pair to the proton. Then what is the thing that is happening here? RC double bonded NH NH3 plus is formed here. Since nitrogen donate electron pair, it got the positive charge. Clear? Then let us do the protonation at X. So here nitrogen carry lone pair, it donates lone pair to the H plus. That is called protonation. After donating, then what happened? RC double bonded NH2 positive. Then here NH2 will be there. This nitrogen carry lone pair now. Clear? So when the lone pair comes here, then the pi bond will go towards nitrogen. Okay. So now what happened here? RC NH2 double bonded NH2 positive you will get. Followed. Remember everyone, these are the two equal resonance structures. These are the two equal resonance structures. So with equal resonance structures, the cation is more stable. Which cation? X cation. So just now I told you here, stronger bases form stable cation. So if you do protonation at X, we are getting two equal resonance structures. Clear? So what is the KB order now? Which nitrogen is more stable? Tell me. X nitrogen is more stable when compared to Y nitrogen. Clear? X nitrogen is more stable when compared to Y nitrogen. Because if we do protonation at X, then we are getting stable cation. When compared to protonation at Y. Completed. This is about the imidine, one of the important organic base. Now the next one, the most important one, okay, guanidine. Next important one is guanidine. Regarding guanidine, one important point I want to tell you here. Regarding this guanidine, one important point I want to discuss here, that it is the strongest nitrogenous. It is the strongest nitrogenous organic base known so far. It is the strongest nitrogenous organic base known so far. Okay, but remember, it is weaker than inorganic bases. Weaker than inorganic bases. So guanidine is the strongest nitrogenous organic base. Means what? Nitrogen containing organic base. Strongest nitrogen containing organic base is guanidine. Completed. Then why it is the strongest nitrogenous base? That also we are going to see. Here three nitrogens are there, na? So we will protonate each nitrogen. Then we will discuss which nitrogen is more basic and why. Okay. First of all, what is the guanidine structure? So I am writing here guanidine structure: NH2C double bonded NH2. This is guanidine, which contain three nitrogens. Clear? This nitrogen, let me name it as X. Okay. This nitrogen as Y. This nitrogen as Z. Followed. So now we are doing the protonation here. Protonation, okay. So remember everyone, protonation at Y we are doing first of all. Protonation at Y. So here the lone pair on nitrogen undergoes protonation. Lone pair on nitrogen undergoes protonation. Which nitrogen? Y nitrogen. Then the remaining nitrogens will be as it is here. Okay. Then here what you will get here? NH3 positive. Nitrogen lost electron pair, so positive charge. Hope you are understanding this one. Completed. Now let us do protonation. Okay, protonation at Z nitrogen now. Z nitrogen. Okay, so now the lone pair on this Z nitrogen undergoes protonation. Then what is the thing left over now? So here what you will get here? Now here NH3 plus. Clear? NH3 plus C double bonded NH. NH2 you will get. Finished. Now protonation we are going to do at X. At X nitrogen. So Y and Z are constants then. NH2 C double bonded NH2 positive NH2. Clear? So when this lone pair comes here, pi bond has to go towards nitrogen. So if we write its canonical form, okay, if we write its canonical form, then what you will get here? NH2 C NH2 double bonded NH2 positive. Completed. Now let me take the lone pair on the other nitrogen then. So now it will participate in resonance. When the lone pair comes here, pi bond has to go towards nitrogen. So we will get one more canonical form. Okay, that is NH2 positive double bonded C. Then this is NH2 and this is NH2. Followed. So here we got three canonical forms. First one, second one, third one. Okay, and these are the three equal resonance structures. These are the three equal resonance structures. So if you do protonation at X, then we are getting three equal resonance structures. So cation of 3 is more stable. Cation of 3 is more stable. Therefore, X nitrogen is more basic. So what is the basic nature order then? So X is more stable than Y is equal to Z. Remember, X nitrogen is more basic. Y and Z are equally basic. So please copy it quickly.
మీరు డ్రాయింగ్ అన్ని నేనే వేయాలి చేసుకుంటావు తినుకుంటూ పండు కూర్చోకుండా టైం ఏంటి
Completed everyone? Okay, we will do one question here then. One question. So here I am giving you three compounds: CH3C double bonded NH2. This is the first compound. Now second one, CH3 NHC double bonded NH. Okay, NHCH3. This is second one. This is the third one. Here. So now arrange them in decreasing order of their basic strength. Arrange them in decreasing order of their basic strength. Do this question, everyone. I hope you are doing this question. Three compounds were given and they asked the decreasing order of the basic strength. Okay, so now let me give the solution for this question. Solution. First of all, we have to know what are these compounds. Okay, so now first one we are going to see. What is first one? First one is the imidine derivative. Clear? Now coming to the point of the second one. Second one is the guanidine derivative. Second one is the guanidine derivative. Clear? And third one is there. Third one is aliphatic secondary amine. Aliphatic secondary amine. Okay. So you know guanidine is stronger base than imidine. So 2 greater than 1 greater than 3. This is the basic nature order. Please copy quickly. Okay, so first chemical property, most important, that is the basic nature of amines completed. Okay, so from 3-4 days onwards, we are discussing about the basic nature only because it is the most important one that is completed. Clear? Now we are going to enter into the second chemical property that is called as what? Acylation. That is called as the acylation. Clear? How to do acylation, which type of amines undergo acylation, and what are the products formed, that we are going to see now. Now, for example, if I take a compound like this, C2H5NH2. Okay, remember everyone, C2H5NH2 is a primary amine. Okay, so what is its name? Its name is ethanamine. Primary amine, it is ethanamine. Clear? So now acylation, remember acylation is done with acyl chloride. Clear? Now here we have to remove this HCl from here. HCl is removed out. HCl is removed out. When after removing HCl, then what is the thing left over here? C2H5 NH C double bonded OCH3. C2H5 NH C double bonded OCH3. Clear? What is the name of this one then? This is said to be N-ethyl. Okay, ethanamide. N-ethyl ethanamide. Clear? And in this reaction, HCl is removed out. Followed. Now let me take one secondary amine then. So C2H5N C2H5H. Okay, so this is one secondary amine. Clear? What is its name? Name of the secondary amine. So secondary amine name is N-ethyl ethanamine. N-ethyl ethanamine. Clear? Remember everyone, when this undergo acylation with acyl chloride, so here also HCl will be removed out. HCl will be removed out. Clear? Then what is the product formed here? C2H5N C2H5C double bonded OCH3. Clear? So what is the name of the product formed here? Product is the N-N diethyl ethanamide. N-N diethyl ethanamide. Followed. So remember everyone, primary amine, see, primary amine is undergoing acylation because one H is present when HCl is removed. Secondary amine also undergo acylation. Here also one H is present, we remove HCl. Clear? Then what about the tertiary amine then? Okay, so now tertiary amine we are going to take here now C2H5N C2H5 C2H5. So here what happened? There is no hydrogen which is bonded to the nitrogen. Clear? So in this case there is no acylation. Remember, okay, no acylation. Acylation do not happen with tertiary amine. Why? Why? Because there is no hydrogen which is bonded to nitrogen here. Completed. So tertiary amine do not undergo acylation. This is the tertiary amine. Please copy quickly. Primary, secondary, tertiary. All the three are there on the screen. Finished? Okay. Remember, acylation can be done with anhydride also even. Okay. So see clearly, acylation we can do with the help of the anhydride also. Okay. How to do that one now? That we are going to see now. So for example, we are going to see now C6H5NH2. Okay. This is also primary amine. Clear? So what is the name of this primary amine? It is aniline. It is aniline. Clear? Now here, let me take one anhydride CH3, C double bonded O, O, C double bonded O, CH3. Clear? Now, here what to do then? See clearly. Acetic acid is removed out, CH3COOH. This is the acetic acid. Clear? So after removing acetic acid, then what is the thing that is left over here then? C6H5 NH, okay, C double bonded O, CH3 plus acetic acid is removed out. Followed, then what is the name of this one then? This is said to be N-phenyl ethanamide. N-phenyl ethanamide. Remember everyone, this compound is also known as acetanilide. Acetanilide. Completed? That means we can do acylation with acyl chloride and even with anhydride also. What is the name of this anhydride? This anhydride is said to be ethanoic anhydride. This anhydride is said to be ethanoic anhydride. Hope you are understanding this one. Okay. Instead of acyl chloride, if we use benzoyl chloride, then okay, that reaction also we are going to see here. Now here I am taking now one more reaction. Now CH3 NH2. So this is called as what? Methanamine. Okay, it is also primary amine. Methanamine. Now here instead of acyl chloride, I will take the benzoyl chloride, C6H5 COCl. So this is said to be benzoyl chloride. Clear? So here what happened? HCl is removed out. Okay, when HCl is removed out, then what is the product form? So here I am writing the product CH3, okay, NH, C double bonded O, C6H5, CH3, NH, C double bonded O, C6H5. Okay, what is the name of this compound then? This compound is said to be N-methyl benzamide. N-methyl benzamide. Okay, and remember this reaction when we are doing with benzoyl chloride, okay, this reaction is called as what, you know, this reaction is said to be benzoylation. Okay, why? Because here we used benzoyl chloride now, so this is called as the benzoylation because we used benzoyl chloride here. But in the previous cases, we used acyl chloride, you see. Okay, so here I am writing its name. This is said to be acyl chloride here. Since acyl chloride is used, this reaction is acylation. But in the last one, benzoyl chloride is used. So it is said to be benzoylation. Hope it is completed, everyone. Okay, then the next chemical property, very, very important one, many times repeated in our NEET and CBSE board exam also. Even you are going to do this one in the practicals also. Okay, so very, very important reaction. So what is that one? Carbylamine reaction. Carbylamine reaction. Okay, this is also called as the isocyanide test. This is also called as the isocyanide test. Very important reaction, this one. Okay, now what is this reaction? Carbylamine reaction. So RNH2 when treated with chloroform, CHCl3 is chloroform. Clear? This RNH2 is there, na? It is which amine? Primary amine. RNH2 is primary amine. When treated with chloroform, clear? Okay, plus 3 moles of a base. 3 moles of a base, then we get here RNC. RNC is called as what? Isocyanide. Plus 3 moles of KCl and 3 moles of water. Completed. Now this RNC is there, na? That is called as isocyanide. Okay, so I want to discuss about RNC. This RNC is said to be isocyanide. Isocyanide. Okay, remember everyone, this isocyanide is a foul smelling gas. Okay, it is a very bad smell. Foul smelling gas. So remember, if you take primary amine, here if you take primary amine, okay, then you will get the foul smelling gas, and that foul smelling gas is called as what? Isocyanide. So this is the test for which amines? Primary amines. Only primary amines can give foul smelling gas with chloroform and KOH, and that foul smelling gas is nothing but isocyanide. Followed? So now that I want to write here now. Okay, so primary aliphatic and aromatic amines, whether it is aliphatic or aromatic, whatever it may be, primary aliphatic and aromatic amines, okay, gives this test. Primary aliphatic and aromatic amines will give this test. Which one? Carbylamine test. Clear? That means it is very much clear that secondary and tertiary amines are there, na? Okay, secondary and tertiary amines do not give this test. Secondary and tertiary amines do not give this test. Only primary amines will give this test, whether it is aliphatic or aromatic, whatever it may be. Completed? Here, let me take some compounds now. Now, for example, tell me CH3NH2. Okay, do this compound give this test? Okay, yes, it is the primary amine. Clear? Now, if I take now this one, C6H5NH2, will it give this test? Yes, this also will give this test. It is the aliphatic primary amine, sorry, aromatic primary amine. Clear? Now, for example, if I take one more compound like this now, C3H7NH2, okay, do this, give this test? Yes. Okay, as I told you, all primary, all aliphatic and aromatic primary amines will give this test. Followed? Right. Remaining chemical properties we are going to discuss in the next class. Okay, and today whatever the properties I explained, once you see now, I will be showing you the slides. This is about the pyridine. So if any slide is missing, take the screenshot. Completed. Then after pyrrole, okay, then here we did one question. Okay, then here one more question, and about the imidine we discussed. Clear? Then this is the guanidine. This is guanidine. It is the strongest nitrogenous organic base known so far. Completed. 3 nitrogens comparison here, XYZ nitrogens. Basic nature comparison. Completed. Then here we did one question. Okay. Then after acylation chemical property, as I mentioned, primary, secondary amines undergo acylation. Okay. Then after Acylation can be done with anhydrides also, and tertiary amines do not undergo acylation. Okay, then if I use benzoyl chloride, it is benzoylation. Now, carbylamine reaction, which is given only by primary aliphatic and aromatic amines. A foul smelling gas is released. Secondary and tertiary amines do not give this test. Completed. Okay, remaining chemical properties in the next class we are going to see. Okay, thank you one and all. Have a nice day.